Hello my chickens, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing my makeup in a way that makes it look like I've had face surgery. So in no way, shape or form am I promoting surgery at all. When I got my boobs done, I did that for me and I never promoted it to you guys. I just simply shared my experience with you, and my message will never change. If you want to do something with your body, go ahead and do it. If you don't, that's perfectly fine as well. So don't let anyone else's opinions determine what you want to do. So we're just going to be having a little bit of fun makeup washes off at the end of the day. So don't take this too seriously, because I know a lot of people take everything really seriously these days. So I was inspired to do this video by Christen Dominique. So I'll leave her video down below if you guys want to see it, but let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay, just turn the aircon on because it's so hot in Brisbane. It's literally steaming. When I walk outside, I feel like I'm melting into the floor and I'm over it. So as you can see, I changed my background. I feel like the old background was like disgusting. Like, what was I even thinking? I don't know, but this one's a lot better and cleaner, so I'm happy about that. So the first thing that I'm going to do is my eyebrows. So I'm going to take the Garbo & Kelly brow pomade. I have the shade Cocoa. So what I'm going to do with this is really make a high arch in my brow. It's going to make the brows look like I've had a bit of a, a bit of Botox in there, pulled them up nice and high. So I'm just going to use an angled brush. Firstly, I like to brush through my brows, detangle those little bum fluff hairs. You know how it is. Using a brow pomade is honestly the easiest way for a really defined brow. So I'm just gonna make my arch nice and high. Fake it till you make it, hun. I'm never gonna make it because I'm never gonna get an eyebrow lift, but this is always easy because it washes off. Doesn't hurt. I also like to extend my brow just a little bit, and I'm trying not to draw too much underneath my brow. I'm going to make a nice defined line, but I'm not going to pull it down too much because I want the brow to appear nice and high. I'm just going to lightly fill in the front. Next up, I'm going in with concealer. I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Sand. I use this all the time, but what I'm going to do is pop this all over my lid and also carve out under my brow so it is nice and defined. If I ever skip this step of carving out my brow, it looks so messy. I love doing this. So what I like to do after that is just drag down the concealer under here. Pull that down so then we can blend it all out over the lid without messing up what we've done. My face looks so red now that I've primed my eyes, like around here, it's scary. I'm just gonna go in with my Marc Jacobs bronzer in the shade Tantric. This is the Omega bronze, so I'm just gonna pop this in my crease and it's gonna give the effect of like a deeper socket. Especially if you keep the brow bone nice and highlighted. That's pretty much all with the eyeshadow that I'm going to do. I'm just going to drag it out softly out here so you can give the illusion of like the eye kind of coming out this way. This is seriously the best blending brush. It is from, it's called the Diffuse Blender by Makeup Addiction. I don't even know whose this brush is, honestly. Like, I just found it in my makeup kit and I was like, oh, I'll take that. Okay, so let's move on to the face and we'll go back to the eyes soon. So I'm going to take the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. This is going to make the face look super smooth. So I'm just going to pop this mainly on my, like on the center of my face. Just where my pores are big. It just like literally makes them vanish. It's great. And then I just like to go in with the Urban Decay Vitamin Fuse Complexion Prep Priming Spray. This stuff is so refreshing on the face. And I like to go in with foundation on my lips, so I'm just gonna take off the lip balm. And this is just so the color that you put on like as a lipstick or whatever is really true to color and it's not distracted by like the red. Now that my face is nice and dry, I'm going in with foundation. So this one is the Hourglass Vanish Stick, and the only shade that I have left is in the shade Nude, and it actually works pretty well for me. I just need to put a bit of bronzer on and stuff to make it match my neck a little bit more, but this is a really good foundation. It just has like a beautiful finish and it's so easy to apply. You just draw on strokes and it's great, and it covers all of my pimples, which is amazing, but it does have flashbacks, so I wouldn't recommend wearing this at nighttime at all. Let me be real right now. Took photos the other day and my face was so pale. I'm just going to blend this in. I'm using my Zoeva buffer brush. This is honestly the best brush to blend out like thick foundations. This is where it gets tricky because I don't want to go over the arch of my eyebrow. So I have to be super careful. Now it's time to go in and conceal the eyes. So I'm taking the Becca Aqualuminous Perfecting Concealer. I have the shade Fair, so I'm just going to pop this underneath my eyes to get rid of any of those purple tones. This one is nice and hydrating as well, so it's great. Oh, I think it's only empty. And I'm just going to blend that out with my Beauty Blender. This is the best to blend out concealer with, FYI. You can already see how much better that looks. Now that's all one tone under there. Okay, so now to go in with a really light concealer, I'm gonna put this on my chin. So this area that kind of comes out a bit more, and also right here. I'm gonna put a little bit on my cheekbones as well to make them appear a little bit higher. And then also down my nose to make that appear a bit slimmer. So it depends on what shape nose you guys have. That'll determine what you're gonna do with the concealer. But because my nose is quite small, but it's not wide, but I mean, it could be like thinner. I'm just going to do that to give the appearance of a really thin nose. So I'm just going to lightly pat over my nose. 2-second nose job. Bit of cheek filler. Now it's time to contour. So I'm taking this Bobbi Brown Cream Foundation. This one's in the shade 6.5. Oh my God. Bubble in my throat, I'm over it. I'm gonna put this on my Beauty Blender just because if I go straight on my face, it tends to take off a little bit of my foundation. So I'm just gonna put this right underneath my cheekbone to give the illusion of deeper cheeks. Beautiful. And then we're gonna blend it upwards, not downwards. I find this so satisfying. I'm also gonna put that around my forehead as well. So it looks like a bit of a shadow around there. It'll make the forehead appear a bit smaller as well. I'm gonna blend that out into my hairline. And I'm also gonna take this on my jawbone as well to make that look a little bit more defined. And under my chin. See you later, double chin. Okay, so now to set the face, I'm taking the Airspun Loose Face Powder and I'm just gonna use that to bake underneath my eyes. This one is super affordable. It's pretty good. So I'm just gonna bake underneath my eyes. There we go. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm taking the Australis Fresh and Flawless Powder in the shade Medium Tan. This one is super, super full coverage, so like be careful. I'm just going to pat this down. I don't want to disturb what's on my face underneath, so I'm kind of just like patting down instead of swiping it around. Might put a bit down my neck as well. Okay, so just quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and set my brows with the Benefit Gimme Brow. This one's in the shade 3. So I'm just gonna push my brows upwards to make them look a bit thicker. Ooh, that arch is nice. I feel like someone's low-key having a party outside of my door. Like, it's so loud out there. So for the lower lash line, I'm going in with that same Marc Jacobs bronzer. And I'm just going to pop this from outer corner all the way to inner corner. Just to kind of even out the eyeshadow look a little bit. And then I'm going in with the Stila eyeliner in the shade Alpine. So this is a white eyeliner. And I'm going to put this in my waterline because it's really going to give the appearance of a like bigger, brighter eye. I mean, I personally have very little beady eyes, so this is a great little trick. Next step is eyeliner. And this one honestly makes the biggest illusion that your eyes are kind of going whoop out this way. So this could honestly ruin my whole makeup look because I'm so bad at wing liner, so I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'm gonna try anyway. I did it the other day and I actually forget what product I used, but it turned out pretty good. So I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Hyper Sharp Wing eyeliner. It's got glue all over it. I'm gonna need a lot of concentration for this. I'm scared. Okay, It's legit been 20 minutes and I've somewhat created 2 uneven wings. If you've never seen uneven wings before, now you have. Hello, I'm Shani. Welcome to my channel. I'm never going to have perfect wings. So I'm going to go in with the Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara and I'm going to coat my top and bottom lashes. So I'm just going to start from the root and really work that mascara wand in there so they're all nice and black. And then it's time for the lower lashes. So I want to make these babies nice and long. Trying to cover up all of that white chunkiness in there from the eyeliner. Now it's time for the false lashes. I'm so excited to apply these ones. So these ones are from Holy Grail in the style Princess. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and trim them just a little bit because they are pretty long, like the band's nice and long. These lashes are perfect because the end of them are super long and they go a little bit shorter. So it makes the eyes look nice and cat-eyed. It's beautiful. In my opinion, lashes make everything look 20 times better. It's just so much more volume. Oh my God. Oh. All right, let's move on to contouring the face. So I'm gonna go in with the Marc Jacobs, what is this? Mirage Filter, and it's in the shade 40. So this one has a highlight and a contour shade in here. So that's super cool tone. And then we're gonna use this to highlight under the eyes so we can accentuate all of that concealer we put on. So let's go ahead and start with the highlighting. So I'm just gonna take a tapered brush and just lightly dab this under my eyes so we can create a nice little illusion under there. Make that appear like it's kind of sticking out a little bit more. Make the cheekbones look a bit higher. Also in between my brows and on my chin. Then I'm going in with the contour shade. I'm just going to take a small amount. Nothing seems to be coming on my brush. And I'm just going to pop this right where I put that cream contour to make it even more dramatic. So that's looking pretty good. And then I'm also going to take this around my temples as well. So that looks pretty good. Don't want to go too crazy. You still have to go in with bronzer. Then taking the Marc Jacobs Tantric bronzer, I'm just going to use this to kind of bronze up my whole face. This one's more of like a warm tone, so it's a lot softer on the face. I feel like it's not as ashy like the contouring shades. Then going in with that lighter shade again, I'm just going to take this right under here. So then the bronzer looks a little bit deeper. Even though it's already so dramatic, like, what do you mean? Now I'm going in with this blush from Ofra. This one's in the shade Bellini, and it's gonna make the cheeks look a little bit more full, a bit bigger. So I'm gonna put that on the apples and then blend it back. Oh my God, this is the best brush. It's the Morphe M530. This just makes the face look a little bit more healthy as well while we're at it. It's gorge. I'm so annoyed though, when I ordered everything off Ofra, it came in pans like this and I was like, what am I? Now going in with that bronzer once again, I'm just gonna take this down the edges of my nose. Just because my nose is kind of wide, this is gonna make it look a little bit more narrow. So I'm just contouring on the edges of my nose. I guess it kind of just depends on what shape nose you have and what you wanna do to it, but I'm just gonna do this to make my nose appear a bit slimmer. Obviously we're gonna have to calm it down because that's a bit dramatic if you ask me. Okay, so I just put a little bit of the banana powder down the center of my nose. Now I'm just going in with a bit of foundation powder to kind of soften it because it's looking a bit crazy. I'm not used to like anything on my nose, so I feel like it looks weird. I don't know, I feel like if you've never seen me before, it'd be like fine, but because I know what my nose looks like, it looks really weird that it's thinner because usually it's like kind of spread out. Now it's time for highlight. I'm so excited for this. This one is the Ofra Highlight in the shade Blissful. I'm just gonna take a little tiny pencil brush and I'm gonna pop this on my nose. How cute. And also a little bit down the middle. Let's make the cheekbones pop. So I'm just gonna go in with my A23 brush by Anastasia. This is the best brush for highlight. And then we are gonna just go in. This is honestly like the Ofra highlighters are the best highlights I've ever tried. It's because they look wet, like they don't look overly powdery, and they're so intense. Like you don't need any Fix Plus on your brush at all. Oh, so satisfying. Oh, I've got pimples under that one, so it really like makes them stand out. I'm also gonna put this above my eyebrows to make them look like they are even higher. And also on my chin. Oh, that looks oily. Send help. Not on the chin, don't do that. Then I'm taking a little brush and I'm gonna put that highlight on my inner corners. This one's a blending brush, so it's really gonna diffuse the product nicely. It is a Sigma E25. My lip looks so much bigger with the highlight on it. All right, so now it's time for the lipstick. So I'm just gonna go in with like a nude so we can really overdraw it. So I'm gonna take the Jouer Long Lasting Cream Lip Liner. These are the best lip liners ever. This one is in the shade Sienna. This is like the perfect nude, by the way. Aww. This is like one of my favorite, all-time favorite liquid lipsticks ever. The only thing I don't like about it is that when it kind of like wears off, you can see that line really distinctively. So if you can't reapply all the time, then definitely don't use this. But this is the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Mannequin. It is the most perfect nude shade, honestly. It's like that perfect in-between nudie pink. So I'm just gonna put this all over my lips. And I'm leaving the outer edges dark so it like creates the illusion of bigger lips. Looks like I've got at least 20 mils in there. Like, what's going on? The last step is to go in with the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray. Oh my god. So I'm just gonna spritz this all over my face. And then I'm going to fix my hair and all that so I can look cute for you guys. Oh my gosh, I have the best idea. I'm gonna go in with my bronzer and I'm gonna contour my boobs, even though I obviously don't need any contouring, but I'm just gonna see if it works because everyone does it and I'm like, what? Is this actually working? I might do the collarbones while I'm at it. Cute. All right, I'm also gonna take my highlight and put that on my collarbones and my shoulders. Let's see how this goes. Wow. Very cute. Oh my god, that's so intense. Holy shit. Alright guys, so here we have the finished makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I feel like it really has created an illusion of like plastic surgery because seriously, like the cheekbones look so defined. The eyes are kind of pulled out this way. The lips are freaking huge right now. And I feel like there's just so much juice in the apples of my cheeks. I love it so much. So I'm still like getting used to this brown hair. It's such a big change, but yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a massive thumbs up because it helps me out so much. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.